I'll start off with how I got into real estate, man. Um, I played at Fresno State. What was it, 3 or 4 years after you?
Yeah, you're a young bugger.
So I finished in 2016. Yeah, 2016 on the worst team in Fresno State history. Worked my ass off. Finally got to start. I was all conference, 17th in the country in tackles, and I thought I was going to make so much goddamn money going to the NFL. I thought I was going to be set, and so I started really educating myself, reading as many real estate investing books as possible. Rich Dad, Poor Dad was really good. My parents raised me like Dave Ramsey style. So I listened to a ton of Dave Ramsey, started really getting into bigger pockets. And then I go to Seattle, I get a cup of coffee, a tryout, and they tell me, hey, bro, you ain't good enough. And then I come home, and I look at myself, I'm like, do you want to try another year to develop a skill that you may or may not get a chance at? Just you get a chance, but then you still have no guarantees. And so I came home and I was really had nothing to do. And so I was still looking into real estate, going to RIAs. At a point in time, I met my first mentor and a guy I was working for. And I remember meeting him. I'm at a meetup. It's this little guy, buff. And he was like, man, 2 or 3 years ago, I was driving a tractor and I was making 30 grand a year. Now I'm making several six figures a month. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, I own a couple hundred rentals and I want a jet. And like at that point in time, like I'd never, like before you got into real estate, did you even like think like a jet was possible? You know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, man, you had to be filthy rich in order to get a jet, to be honest with you.
Right, but I didn't even know how, like what type of business you'd have to do to get a jet.
Yeah, generate that type of money.
To generate that type of money. And so it's like, oh yeah, cool, whatever, bro. I start a home inspection business. I do one home inspection and it fucking sucks. I'm in the crawl space, getting dirty. And I just called him and I was like, bro, what do you do again? He was like, I flip houses. And he's like, I was like, well, so I want to learn how to do that. And I didn't even plan on it being like a mentorship or anything. And he was like, all right, man, download Property Radar. And he showed me how to use it. And then he's like, go knock all these doors. It's going to take you 500 doors to get a yes. And so I just started knocking. And I knocked so much. I always say this. My ex-girlfriend was pregnant. She thought I was cheating on her because I'd just be gone, go knock, sun up, sun down. And then eventually I started working for him. And then we go through a whole saga. I work for him. We build out a call center. Then I break off from him. And then I go broke again because I left and I didn't have any savings or anything else. It's like, oh man, like I'm helping to make all this money. I'm able to make fuck tons of money. And then I get so broke that I have to sell damn near everything I have just to pay my rent. My son and I are living off of bananas and rice, and I have to get another job in the middle of like my little entrepreneurship journey.
Yeah.
And then finally, after I closed one deal at the beginning of the year, sold it to Pritchard for like $5K. And then,
which was a lot of money at that time.
At that time,
when you haven't closed any deals and you're not used to making that type of money, man, that's
right. It was a big deal. But then I go 6 months without closing another deal. I had to pick up a solar sales job and go knock doors again, even though I fucking hate that shit. And just to like get by and provide for my family. And then eventually I do another deal, make another 5K. Then we do another one off of Lyle and make like 30. And then the rest of that year, we're bringing them in. And then now here I am. But it was, and I mean, when I tell you, like I was donating plasma like twice a week, I'd have to wake up super early because you got those crackheads down there that are disciplined.
Yeah.
And they'll sleep there and be the first ones in line. Yep. And then I was like, bro, I can't do that because I got to donate. I'd have to find a sitter for Zeno so I could go donate. And then I would rush over there. And then if I was not there and like the first 10 people in line, it would take so long I couldn't do it because then I wouldn't be able to work. And so now here I am. I have a couple of different businesses and it's a good time. And I got to meet my good friend, Mike.
For sure.